guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork.com, and today's video is going to be about the SMT10. Now, this is the intro video. Each video in the video series will show this portion of it, and then we'll go on to what that upgrade is going to be for my SMT10 from Axial Racing. Now, if you don't know what that is Axial's newest monster truck. Now, if you guys remember, the SMT10 Gravedigger came with that lime green cage. Already went ahead and dyed the cage black with some RIT dye, and of course we're going to be changing up a few things on it. So as you see here, this is kind of what remains right now of my SMT10. I also did a short little video on these new J Concepts Renegades tires and Tribute wheels. Those will be going on this as well. I got lots of things planned for this thing, so stay tuned and check this out. SSD makes some great parts for a lot of our scalers, crawlers, and now monster trucks. Now, I used some of their parts on my most recent Score trophy truck from Axial Racing. Was really impressed with the fit, finish, and overall quality and just the performance enhancement of their parts. So with my new SMT10 build, decided to pick up a few more of their parts. Now, in this build, there's lots of parts that kind of go with different things. So like right here, we're looking at the Yeti rear trailing arms. Well, they work for the front and rear of the SMT10. Lots of Wraith parts. There are some Yeti parts that work for the SMT10. So kind of be careful when you are looking at some of the parts, and I'll have links to each one of these items down in the video description so you can check it out for yourself. And maybe you're in the market for upgrading your Wraith, your Yeti, or your SMT10. Some of these parts will work for those vehicles. So starting on the far left, this is the front titanium steering linkage. So it gives you all titanium parts, and then it gives you all the bits and pieces to get it all hooked up, including hardware. So nice, lightweight, and of course, titanium is super strong. Now with that, I did go with the upper links in titanium as well from SSD. So this is going to take care of the upper plastic links that you would see like on a Wraith. So, but right here, the titanium upper links for the Yeti, Bomber, and SMT10. So pretty nice. Gone over to the side, like I said, the Yeti rear trailing arms will work both for the front and the rear as kind of like the lower arms. So of course the wheelbase on the SMT10 is quite wide, so right here this will work for both front and rear. Now most of these parts are available in this kind of gunmetal gray or the black too, so keep that in mind if you plan to check these out. Other parts, this is kind of like a supplement part. I mean, it definitely serves a function for, you know, bashing over things, but a lot of it's for look. So gunmetal gray diff cover, I picked up one, and that's going to go up on the front because like anything in RC, we bash from the front towards the back. So, but that thing will work out nice. Right here are the C-hubs for the front. Definitely want to beef up the front end of this thing. Rolling on those big J Concepts tires, I definitely need some extra support. And then lastly are the knuckles. Picked them up in an orange color, so they had a couple of different optional colors on the knuckles, but right here should be a nice little addition there for the front end, little splash of color. Well, let me get turning some screws and I'll show you how these things look in the end. Alright, so I went ahead and got everything installed from SSD RC. It actually went very, very easily. All of the parts fit on perfectly like they were stock replacement parts, but of course these parts have some upgraded features like titanium, aluminum, and just overall a little bit more beefier look than the stock items. So as we look onto the front end of my SMT10, you can definitely see a lot of the parts from SSD RC went on to the front end of this rig. Now starting over here with these orange anodized aluminum knuckles to the gray anodized C-hubs, perfect match for the SMT10. Now onto the links, I have the titanium links on the front right here, both the drag link and the steering link, and then the upper links right here on the front of the rig. As I zoom in closer to those new J Concepts Tribute wheels, you can definitely see there's plenty of room in here for the steering linkage to really get in there and have no issues rubbing whatsoever. What I found really nice are these trailing arms. Now they came pre-assembled, but I went ahead and disassembled them and did apply a little bit of Loctite on the grub screw that goes from the rod end into the trailing arm. Now what's really nice is SSD gives you an extra set of rod ends with each set of the trailing arms. So very nice touch. I even noticed on the upper Lynx they gave you one extra rod end with each set of the upper Lynx. So just a nice touch that they're giving you some extra parts right out of the gate. As I have my SMT10 flipped upside down, I really was impressed with the front diff cover right here. Now I only opted for the front one. The rear is the same look and feel, but I didn't really feel I needed to add it to the rear of the SMT10. Now this is really nice because the bulk of the material here is on the skid portion of this differential cover. So pretty nice added touch to this SSD RC item. Well guys, that is a quick look at my SMT10 from Axial Racing with some SSD RC upgrades on it. I think these are some well thought out upgrades. I think they're definitely going to contribute to the durability of the SMT10, and it will have a lasting effect by the power I'm going to put behind this rig. So stay tuned for that. All right guys, so that's it for now. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave it on down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now guys. Over and out.